shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new Chris Fox where they don't take time. I pull up on the hop, stuff too hot. And they wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Alan Lazard, 62 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock it. Down.
Panther. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. They go play action. Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 45 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Is good.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
2-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Toward the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, well, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
DJ Moore.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Forced out to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
20, Panthers nothing.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play fake. Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Their own 40-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
34-yard line.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they go with McCaffrey. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to take off with it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's got Adams on the hookup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Packers 37. Panthers
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ian Thomas.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Bridgewater.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
22 yards there, a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 13-year man puts it through, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
A first down there on a pickup of 25. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Curtis Samuel. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they take a knee.
The keeper. Today's final score, Packers 40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.